Everyone, and happy Monday. Are you ready for a few stretch intervals today? I thought we might do that as a bit of a change. Let's see how we're sounding. There we go. Where is... Ooh, sounds good. Sounds very good this morning. If you want the class plan for this, just comment underneath class plan if you're looking for some ideas for your stretch, and I'll write those up actually later for you. Yeah, so are you ready to rock? Good morning. Oh, I've got I keep getting a crashy app this morning. Let's go back over here and let's go to let's try the intervals this morning. Morning, good morning. What are you teaching this morning, gang? Good morning, Elizabeth again. How are you? Mobility and strength. Okay, couple of good stretches I think are so key. If you start on your knee and then you just take like a side lunge, obviously you're warmed up, you're ready to go. Your hands on the floor, and we're just going to reach over and push that knee back and hold that. You could use interval music just to increase the range and increase the stretch. I love that mobility. It's brilliant for your hips, your pelvis, your inner thigh. And then bring it back together. The other side, just bend, bring your arm and just push that knee back and then open. So if you're looking for, say, key stretches to do at the end of a class, these are some ones that I think are really useful. So again, just bend into this. Then you could go again to the other side and just hold it for a short time. Lift and push back, hold it there. Good. And then change again, over. And just lift that arm. So you're using this arm to push back. And that's one great stretch. Highly recommend it. Now your second one, this is definitely more advanced. If you kneel and put the top of your foot down and then just push back and lift the hips, you've got a great stretch there through your quad, your hip flexor, your chest, and bring your shoulders back and hold that for the length of the interval. Definitely a more advanced one, but a great stretch to push the hips forward. And then you can just use your breath. So if you just hold it, relax it slightly, breathe in 3 counts, inhale, 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 and then on the exhale, just push as far forward as you can. So you get such a fabulous stretch there at the front of the quad, the chest. Hold it, hold it, hold it. All the way. It's a hard one. Keep breathing out and then let it go. And then for the last few seconds of the interval, just push the hip forward again, hold. Get the shoulder blades together. Okay, next stretch.
Take a 15 seconds.
So if you curl your toes underneath, then now let's work the back of the body. So I'm just going to, when I get the stretch, bring the knees up, hover slightly. Connect the core. Good morning. And then push the heel down and just stretch the calves. And a single heel. There. And then just hold your calf stretch. Just with your feet parallel to begin. Morning. Yeah, let me know if you want a class plan of all different stretches. Say 10 key stretches, let me know. And I'll make a blog with these on actually. And I can hook you up with the link later. And then bring the heels together so the stretch changes. And then hold it. There you go. This is where interval music's brilliant because you know exactly how long you're holding the stretch for. And then turn the toes forward, press the heels down. Again, you've got a different position there with the calf, different stretch. And hold it. Good, which is awesome. And then back in to your calf stretch, and then just take your knees all the way down, hip flexors eternally tight, push that hip forward. So a couple of different ways that you can stretch your hip flexor. You can lift both arms up and hold it as normal, as you normally would. So you've got a good strong stretch there on the hip flexor. and then just move the upper body so you feel the stretch. Move to the side of the hip flexor, hold it there, and then come on up, and then push across the other way. So again, you'll feel the stretch change around that hip flexor. And then change your arms as well while you're stretching. Take your hands behind your back and push the hip flexor forward. And then you can move between those ranges. So there, hold, and then across and hold. Keep pushing the hip forward all the way to the end of the interval. Feel that, and then let it go. Change to the other side. Woo.
Exercise 3.
So get your hip flexor stretch first, and then both arms come up, lift, and just hold it for a few seconds, and then change the position of the upper body. So that feels very tight there. I can feel it more towards the side of the hip flexor. Lean, push the hip in, and then let's go across this way, hip flexor stretch. And again, you're leaning back. Change the range, take the hands up behind your back, stretch the chest. There we are, hold it. And then move between those positions. Arms up, over to the left, over to the right. Good, and then lift up and push back. Stretch the hip flexor right out. Good, and then release it. Well done. I mean, that is so strong. And then just drop the head down, stretch the spine this way.
15 seconds rest.
So you've done a great stretch for the hips, the pelvis. You've done the hip flexor. You've done the chest, quads. I mean, if you're short of time at the end of a class, these are just your key stretches to do. They really are. And then the last one, come on, this one, is just again to take your hands behind the back of your ankles, pull down. So you've got glutes, hamstrings, you've got lower back, but again, change the position of your feet. So first of all, you've got your feet parallel. I'll turn this way so you can see me. Hold it. Now do the same stretch with the toes turned out and see how that affects the stretch. And then toes forward again. Hold it. And then turn the heels out. Oh, that's hard. So again, just changing the feet. Again, it's going to change the stretch on your hamstrings, your lower back, your glutes. And then forward. Take the hands around the back. And again, move the toes, turn them out. Keep the stretch. Back to the center.
Exercise 2.
And then roll up. So just stretches that you know that with little tweaks can make a massive difference. So there you go, stretch. If you want some ideas for stretch, please just comment class plan and I'll send you a breakdown of the music that we've used and all the different stretches and the tweaks that you can use, and you can add them in classes today. So there you go, enjoyed that. A quick 8 minutes. All right, gang, have a lovely day. If you're in my supporter group, we are talking about your summer timetable. So I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in.